What do we have here? What do we have here? The Dual Blade Swordsman. Dark Source line released by Joy Toy. This is interesting. Very different. Very unique. Hello, folks. Denobi2 here. Thank you for joining me once again on another visual tour. I like to kit bash. I like to kit bash a lot. It's amazing what you can do when you, with a little bit of imagination, when you take a, say, a swoop bike and a 1,000 Toys droid, add a little bit of live rust to it, and you get something cool. You get something unique. Is it from Star Wars? Is it from a different world, era? That's what I like. I like to mix and match figures, characters to create my own off-world series, if you want to say. Take, for example, the Nova Ubiquitous diorama there. You can look at that. Got a couple Acid Rain astronauts. Did a little bit of modding. I even used the Rogue One tank. And, you know, when you take different elements or different characters and you kind of put them together, you get something very unique. And I want to say that's a G.I. Joe figure up there. But it doesn't look like it's G.I. Joe. It just looks like it's kind of the Ridley Scott off-world alien type deal. That's where this particular character, why I decided to kind of explore it. I kind of wanted to see if I could use this mecha unit into this little private little world I've created, kind of off-world series, if you want to say, because I like to kit bash, I like to mix and match, and I think that the Dual Blade Swordsman here can fit into this world that I'm creating. Released by Joy Toy. This is the Dark Source HC Double Knife. Box looks pretty neat. I want to say this is your standard mecha unit or mecha suit. If it looks like it's something from Titanfall or it jogs your memory, you are not the only one. That's one of the reasons I wanted to buy this particular figure, because it reminds me of a Titanfall BattleBot type suit. It even reminds me of the walkers from the Power Walker from Avatar. What's that that game, Lost Planet, that was released a little while ago? It's this particular character is so what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of has that look and feel like it could, like if you were to take this character and throw it into the world of Avatar, it would blend in. If you took this into the world of Aliens, it looked like it would fit in, and that's really what attracted me to this particular mecha unit, or power loader, or power suit, or whatever you want to call it. The company calls it the Mecha unit. This is 1/24th scale. As I discovered on it, it does hold a pilot. It does come with a little action figure that actually fits inside of it. And I get my first impression is the paint job, the articulation on it. It's astounding. They did a really good job on this. I want to say I spent $100 on Big Bad Toy Store. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with this particular toy line. It's more of the idea of this character that can, if I was to take this power loader and have it escort the Rogue One tank, would it work? And I think it does. I think it'll work. This little guy is the pilot, and this little guy is really small. It caught me off guard. I didn't think it'd be this. For some reason, I thought that the pilot would be about the same size as a Star Wars action figure, meaning 3 3/4 inch scale. But it's not. It's a little bit smaller. It is loaded with accessories, though. A little helmet there, a belt, rifle, little gun there that detaches. It's hurting my eyes looking at this. I'm actually looking at these accessories through the actual screen on my camcorder. But this company, it's impressive. I mean, the amount of detail into a action figure that's, I want to say, shy of 3 inches. It's a lot smaller than a Star Wars action figure, but they really did a good job on this. Makes you wonder, you know, the amount of attention to detail that this company can do versus the other companies out there who tend to lag behind on articulation. The helmet looks badass. It looks great. I mean, looks like a pilot. I apologize for the shaky cam here, but I wanted to kind of show you in scale. That is a Hasbro C3PO. That's about 3 3/4 inch. That is the 1000 Toys Synthetic Human. It's about 5 inches, and then that's the Marvel Legends, which is about 6 inches. So just to kind of give you an idea as far as scale perspective, this is 1/124th scale. Tiny little pilot. Let's get back to the accessories here. It's called the double knife because it comes with 2 knives. It's neat. I like the weathering effect on the knives. Instructions are in, I'm gonna say Chinese. I don't think this is a Japanese company. I feel that I've purchased enough Japanese imports that their instructions always include English, versus I want to say Chinese, they do not. But I consider that this is an import. I was still able to pre-order and pick it up through the Big Bad Toy Store though. So little mechanical hand accessories there, the gun, shoulder pads, and then I'm back to the figure because I wanted to kind of show you the articulation on this guy. Ratchet system there, the webcam is articulated, and then if you lift the top part up, you can kind of see where the actual cockpit is. There it is. And that's pretty impressive. I like vehicles. I like toys where you can take an action figure and kind of stick it in it. You know, pilot, Falcon, whatever. You know, I like that. It always spurs the imagination. And this is pretty neat. This right there pops off. You can kind of see everything is held by tension. The Big Bad Toy Store's website mentions that you have to use glue to keep everything together. I don't feel that you need to use glue. The figure is designed with enough tension that it's not needed. I don't think you really would want to use glue on anything here, but it mentions that. I'm like, why would you want to use glue? Doesn't make any sense. But they do suggest it. If you decide to get this, I wouldn't recommend it. I think the tension joints is enough. This is pretty neat. The fingers are articulated. Didn't expect that. Did not know that those fingers were articulated. And I'm really impressed with the joint on the ankle joint. Thought they did a really good job on the ankle joint as well on that. And here we go. Put the pilot in there. Fits him just right. And lock and load. There you go. That's always neat. It's always a neat figure. I'm going to attach its big ass gun, and then its top rotary cannon there, which I'm going to end up changing anyway, but I just wanted to kind of show you that that the actual mecha unit is peppered with enough holes that you can kind of customize certain features on it. That's the mechanical arm there that swivels on a shoulder joint there, which you would attach that giant ass double knife that you would I'm gonna have my mecha unit hold the knives. You can have it hold the knives in its hands if you want, but I want my mecha unit to hold a big gun. So I'm just gonna show you folks here what the dual knives look like on its back, which I thought looks pretty neat. And attaching these shoulder pads again, the tension in these sockets, I think it's enough effective. If anything, it's a little bit too much tension. So kind of, you can see my fingers are getting beat up here trying to attach everything. And I decided to go back to the top rotary firing cannon there and adjust that, and then it's but fuel tank there. And there he is. Badass mecha unit. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's badass for its price point. I mean, this thing has to have at least over 40 points of articulation. The figure alone has well over 25. The pilot inside. This is nice. They did a really good job on it. It has that off-world feel that I'm looking for with my little Nova Ubiquitous diorama. It will do a fantastic job escorting the Rogue One tank to its destination with its pilots, and it works. I like it. It has that acid rain feel to it. Something different, something unique. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like the Mecha unit. Released by Joy Toy. Dark Source HC Double Knife. 1/24th scale. It's neat. It's different. And it'll hold me out till I get my Mark 50, which will be arriving shortly. See ya!